Good morning, namaste. It is cold today. All right, so ego versus intuition. I had a conversation with one of my old time friends. We've been friends for 20 plus years. And the other day he posted on Instagram, he posted on Instagram a tribute, what I thought was a tribute to his son. And I thought something had happened to his son. The way the video was worded, the music he used. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, his son died. So I reached out to him. His son is like 13 years old. I reached out to him and I'm like, how's your son? Like, how are your kids? He's like, oh, they're fine, it's good. And so I'm like, so if they're good, why did you post that video the way you posted it? I said, because the way it comes across, it seems that something happened to him, like he died or something. So he was like, well, he's like, I thought about it. He was like, the thought did cross my mind. I was hoping that people wouldn't think that. So I said, so why did you do it? If you knew that why would you do it if you knew that you'd be running the risk of giving people misinformation, thinking that, something tragic had happened when it didn't? So I explained to him what I am trying to teach people, because it is really important to not second guess that first thought, because that first thought is your truth. That's where you're going to be led in the right direction, as opposed to our ego, which is the second thought, that we think we know better than the first thought, the feeling that we have inside. No, we don't know better than that feeling. Trust me, I know that. I thought for a very long time that I knew myself better than the feeling inside of me, and every single time something told me not to do something and I went ahead and did it anyway, I usually ended up with egg on my face. So that's why I learned to stop thinking that I know everything there is to know about life, act like I'm a student, which I am, and allow life to teach me, allow the things that the universe has for us to learn. And you can't do that when you're busy arguing with your ego. So I hope that, he will get a better understanding of his intuition, stop being so afraid of, trusting it, because that's the problem. People don't trust their intuition. They don't trust that feeling. But once you learn to trust that feeling, you're not going to trust anything else. I promise you, because you're gonna see just how wonderful your life is when you leave it up to the higher power to guide you. Then you're like, oh, okay, this really does work. This is really legit. This is really legit. And then I use the word magic. Oh, why did I do that? That man, I said magic and it looked like he was gonna throw the phone across the room. No, I'm scared of that. And I'm like, what are you afraid of? The word magic? How are you afraid of the word magic? And I explained to him, magic is our ability to see things that we cannot see with our eyes. Magic is seeing your goals, your dreams, whatever it is that you ask the universe for, you can see the blessing being manifested right before your eyes when you're connected. And it's not something grand. You're not going to see like a major change. But when you start to see the little changes toward that goal and how the universe is manifesting things in such a way where it kind of works for you, then you're like, oh, okay, I'm done thinking I know I'm done thinking I know everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to let everything just unfold on its own. Once you do that, it's like, okay, what's next? What do I have to do now? So it's a little chilly out here this morning, so we're gonna make this a short video. But I thought it was really a good lesson. I thought it was a good lesson to practice when you are in the process of making a decision and you get that gut feeling. Just go with it, just for the day. I was explaining to my friend this morning, it's like going into Starbucks and getting your normal coffee every day. Your caramel macchiato with extra whipped cream and caramel, and you get this every single day for years. It's just something you're used to, you're secure with this. One day you happen to go into Starbucks and all of a sudden vanilla frappuccino just popped out at you for whatever reason. You don't know why. And your first thought might be, I want to try that. But because you're so used to your own way, you're not going to try it. You're going to stick with what you're used to. So just for a day, pick something different. Try something new. See what the worst case scenario is that you won't like it. Lesson learned, and you'll never do it again. But 9 times out of 10, you might actually enjoy it, because it's something to be said about changing things up in your life. Because once you start changing that pattern, you start kind of, making your straight line a little bit more zigzaggy, you're going to find that you're going to end up liking a whole lot more than you could possibly imagine. With the exception of okra. I'm sorry, I'm not an okra fan, but to each his own. Anyway, this is Carla Alexander. I hope you take my words and run with it. I hope that you try something new today, because it will probably change your life. See you later.